My name is Frank Christensen, and I'm the coordinator of officials for IFAF in Europe. This is the bullet training tape for deep wings on punts on crews of 6. Now keep in mind, this is the baseline. So it's up to you to add your own personal flavor, to add bullets to the list. And with that said, I hope you find it useful and I hope you enjoy it. So the first bullet says count team B, and this is certainly important, especially on punts. We don't want to miss an illegal formation or too many or too few players on the field, and especially on punts when they have so many substitutions over such a large area. So we just want to make sure that we count team B several times, just to make sure that nobody is hiding somewhere. And then it says get into position, and here we have to kind of pretend a little bit or imagine, since this is a crew of 8, but we're imagining that this is a crew of 6. So the side judge is in good position over on the sideline. He stays on the sideline. For the back judge, well, obviously the back judge isn't there on a crew of 6, so the field judge takes over his responsibilities, and he would have the field judge would be pretty much the same depth as the back judge is here. So, 7, 8, 9 yards behind the punt returner, and then maybe somewhere between the numbers and the mermaid letters. So maybe 10, 11, 12 yards onto the field, but no more than that, and get into a position there where you can rule on the catch. And then we want to identify the number of the punt returner, obviously, so that if he makes a signal and then subsequently blocks, we want to know who did the blocking. And then, of course, we're waiting for the ball to be snapped, or the ball to be kicked, rather. As soon as the ball is snapped there. So right now the ball is kicked. So what we want to do is see the direction of the kick. We're not going to follow the ball in the air, but we just want to see the direction of the kick so that we know, is it coming to us, going away from us, is it really short, is it very long? And then once that happens, we turn our entire focus on our key. Now for the field judge, the only guy that exists in your world right now is the punt returner. We want to have full focus on him just to make sure that we know if he makes any signals or anything like that. For the side judge, since you are the only one looking at blocks at this point, you want to be able to see both of these pairs on the 48, 49 yard line. So you want to have one eye on each of these pairs so that if we have any blocks in the back or anything like that. And then as soon as the ball is caught and we have a return, now we're looking end of kick. Obviously we have a beanbag there, and now we're covering the runner. So for the side judge, you now turn into the primary for the return, but we also want to know what happens on the blocks. So even though side judge you have the runner, you also need to have an opinion on what happens on that block right there, so that we know that this is not a block in the back. And then the play ends. We cover the end of the kick, or we cover the end of the play. We got the progress spot. Side judge, you're in good position over there. Field judge, probably not as far onto the field as this back judge is. So you're covering the play from more or less your side of the field. And as soon as the ball dies, we stop the clock, which these officials do a good job of. We have our dead ball coverage, and then we're pinching towards the dead ball spot, which these officials also do. Again, the field judge wouldn't be as far onto the field as this back judge, but probably out to the mermaid bowl numbers or a little bit past that. And then we are good to go, and we're ready for the next play. same game but different punt, and obviously same bullets. So again, we're talking about counting the defense, counting Team B as one of the first things that we want to do. Um, and then get into position. Now, again, this is a crew of 8. Um, so the side judge is fine. He's in good position. The field judge would be, somewhere around the same depth as the back judge or the field judge is right here, but probably somewhere between the letters and the 40. So somewhere, between the 40 and the L and the X in there, in a good position, both to rule on the catch, but also to be able to retreat to the sideline if the runner comes to this side. And then again, we want to identify the kick returner's number, just so that we have it in case we have a signal, and then a fair catch or anything like that, or block by the signaler of the fair catch. And now we're just waiting for the ball to be kicked, which is going to happen. There you go. And here the ball is kicked. Now, based on this, what we want to do right now is then see the direction of the kick, so that we know, is it going to come to us or go away from us? Is it short? Is it long? And then as soon as the ball is in the air, we don't want to follow the ball. We want to find our key. And again, the field judge, all you're focused on right now is the punt returner. And you're probably lined up somewhere between the L and the X, with the same depth still. And for the side judge, since you're the only one looking at blocks, you want to have an idea of what's going on with both of these pairs that are now on the 35-yard line, so that we don't miss anything. And now, as soon as the return starts, we have a beanbag on the end of the kick, and now we're covering the runner, we're covering blocks, and now the run comes out towards our sideline. So the field judge at this point probably would be, somewhere between the numbers, below the W in the bowl, covering this play. But of course, if the runner comes closer to your sideline, you want to make sure that you're first on the sideline, since you have to rule on that also. And then as soon as the play ends, we get a good progress spot. Obviously, it's going to be first and down regardless. And then once the play ends, we're stopping the clock. We've got our dead ball coverage, and then we're pinching, just like both of these deep wings do here. And then we leave the progress spot to the short wings, and then we get ready for the next play.